Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Today I'm gonna share how to set up the uh, Python environment programming in the Visual Studio Code. But first, we're gonna need some file to download on the website like Python. You need to download Python, the latest version of Python. In here, if you're using Windows, just click download and then download the Python version 9.3.9 in one. So, this is the latest version, but remember that this is it will not as I remember, this is not working on the Windows 7. So if you have a previous version of Windows like Windows 7, you need to download the previous version, also the older release. Okay, just hit download, and then the second thing that we need to download is VSCode itself. I'm sorry, there's maybe some distraction sound behind. Okay, for Windows, because I will using Windows environment, I will download the Windows. You can I suggest that you download the just hit this Windows download button. Okay, we'll go to download. Okay, just because I had download both of them, so I don't need to download. In this particular case, I will implement this inside the virtual machine that I've made before, so I just copy and paste inside the virtual machine. Okay, here we go. So the first thing that I need to install is the VSCode. Just double click, run. Okay, I accept. If you want to keep the program inside in another directory so that you can find easier the program itself, you can create a specific folder like I did here. I go to VSCode folder. In here I just do copy paste. Okay, next. Alright, access would select install to the folder anyway. Yes. Okay, so I just left this as it is. Next, and add to pad require shell start. I just keep this check and register code as an editor. It's okay. We can check also and add the context menu. When we right click on the file, it will appear open in VSCode, something like that. If you want to have that feature, so you can check both of this, but I'm not. I just left this blank. Okay, next, and then just install. So now we will install to this folder. Okay, launch VSCode. Okay, here this is a brand new VSCode. So now we need to install the Python inside our machine, so that the VSCode can recognize the Python engine that we installed on our machine. This is the Python that I installed, that I downloaded before. Sorry, I just the custom installation because I want to modify this path. So I just click the add Python to we back first. But first I'm gonna check this, add Python to 3.92 path. Yeah, because I want this the Python recognized by the system itself, because by now if I open the command prompt from here, cmd Python version, it will not appear anything inside here. Okay, so we need to add the Python to the pet environment. It will be appear in the, if you click this PC, like click the properties and then advanced system setting, there is an environment variables here. If you see here, yeah, there's no Python path also for the system variable. Also, if you double click, I think this is the previous one. If I delete this first, this is the previous one I've installed before. Now I'm gonna make sure that there's no folder named Python inside here. Okay, so if I open again command prompt, like Python version, so yeah, there's nothing appear on the command prompt because there is no such Python engine inside our machine. So in here I'm gonna add Python to our path, our machine path. Install, customize installation, click here, and next here I'm gonna customize the installation location. So instead of install in the app data, I will install inside the program files here, and then I'm gonna create a new folder called a Python. Okay, and then I just need to copy and then paste here. Install for all user, yes, it's okay. If you have another user inside your machine, so it will recognize also the Python engine installed in your machine. Okay, I just left it both of this unticked, so let me install. Yes, so we need a couple minutes, a couple seconds based on your system speed. Okay, now it will install to our directory. Afterwards we're gonna see that this directory will be added to our environment variables inside computer properties. If we click properties, and we will see on the environment variable advanced system setting, I'm gonna close this first. We will wait until the installation finished. I will not click this because you know, Python is recommend us to limit the path length, because it's better that the folder could be access to the specific to the shorter path length limit. So I will not click here, and then I just click close, and we see on the environment variables, we see on the user variables now inside path nothing add here, but we see on the system variables it will add our Python folder that we've made before. this one. This guy is this one. Okay, it will add automatically during installation. So we're gonna make sure that our machine had recognized the Python engine, so by using the command Python and version. Oops, sorry. Okay, now the Python 3.9.1 is recognized in our machine, so let it work. Okay, we close now. This is okay. Okay, now we open the our VSCode. You can pretty much because of the Visual Studio Code already registered in our path variable, you can press Ctrl R and just click code. Done. Okay, now in here we're gonna open the folder. We need to make a specific folder to test our Python working or not. This is a Python script. We make a folder and select folder, so it means it's in the desktop that I've made. Okay, now I'm gonna add a new files here, test.py. py is the Python extension for file extension. Okay, py. Now you see here we're gonna test with a simple script here, like print not hello world. Okay, now we save by pressing Ctrl S, and then we open the terminal, new terminal here. Okay, if this is set to the PowerShell or so, and you prefer to use the CMD, you can select the default shell. There's an option here, PowerShell and command prompt. I prefer to use the command prompt here, and then I'm gonna type Python test.py. Okay, now our system, because the Python is recognized of our system, it's easier to understand that our test.py output is a hello world. Okay, so that's the how you can set up your machine to get a Python programming environment. If any question you might ask to me, maybe there's some configuration need to do tricky, or maybe little setup required during installation, you can ask to me. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.